Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's get this model finished off. Okay, so we got all the deckling on there now. I got the fine details on there now. Looks really good. Very nice. Well, the back there kind of looks rough, but I'm severely limited to the plastic the model was molded in, so I can only do so much. Even got a little shuttle here flying around outside, and I got 2 more shuttles inside there. It's hard to see though, it's so dark. Oh yeah, anyway, you got it. Now I just got to put the phaser banks on those sections there and underneath here. So I got those I got to do yet. There we go. Okay, so I got all the tops there, the rounded tops. I just cut them off these here. They were supposed to go into the model there for the lighting there. So they were long enough, so I just cut the very tops off, and there we go. There's our phaser banks. There we go. Okay, just gotta let that dry. Once that dry, then I paint it the color of the phasers. Looking pretty good. There we go. Got those done. Looks good there. Got these ones done. Nice. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do is to get the wiring done here. Get everything hooked up to the switches, to where the power supply is coming in. So this is where the main power is coming in right here. And goes to all that. This is the main on-off switch right here for all the power. I just got to get my Arduino, programmed Arduino installed here. Probably going to put it in here. I'll have to cut these ribs out here in order to fit it in. But even before all that, I have to get the Arduino from the breadboard stage to actually being on a circuit board. Well, this is what I got here for the programming for the Arduino. Get the thing here for the landing bay lights, the phasers, torpedoes, awful lot of programming there for the torpedoes there in order to make them work just right. I had to have help from my friend of mine who's a computer technician, and he did all the programming here for it. All I did basically was sit back and just gawked. Let's see here. The slow navigation, got the fast navigation lights. So let's see, we've pretty much got everything here. Now this section down here is all for the buttons for the torpedoes. For when you press a button, the torpedoes fire, and I even got ones here for the phasers, where you press the button and the phasers fire. We still got a little bit to do yet on the sound card that I have, which will be input. So we have sound effects for the phasers and torpedoes. That still has to be programmed in, but it's pretty much all done now. That's the last little bit, is for adding the sound effects for the phasers and torpedoes. But yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, so I have to do a lot of learning and programming the Arduinos properly. It's like going back to school. Okay, I'll show you here what I got for the on the breadboard here of all the Arduino effects and everything here. Okay, so I just gotta plug it in. There you go, the fast flasher, navigation, the slow navigation, and we got a button here for the phasers. Let's see. The phasers, and I got torpedoes. Once again, perfect. Looks good. The next big step would be to get all of this onto an actual circuit board. So I'm just going to leave the breadboard hooked up just the way it is, so I can follow along with the wiring for the circuit board. Otherwise, I'd be totally lost. So on here, I have to this on. I guess, like, I'll take these two ribs out here. The circuit board is going to be fairly large, so I'll have it like rounded in so it'll fit right inside. And it should be just fine. What I could do that won't involve the circuit board always. I can put in the main power, which powers up the lights and everything. So I can hook that into here, which is the main power for that. So I'm going to be needing a 5-volt regulator for powering up the main lights, because it's going to be a 12-volt 1 amp power supply that's going to run the ship. So I'll probably have this over here somewhere. I got this on that because it gets really, really hot and it'll melt the plastic. I don't want to do that. So this foam material will help absorb most of the heat. I'll just have it like glued in spot there. I don't know, somewhere around there. Now for the circuit board, you don't need you don't need this for that, because it's already all built in. This is just mainly for the main power, so all the lights don't get blown out. Last thing I need is to crack open the ship and replace the lights, and I'm not going to do that. Okay, so yeah. Alright, the story so far. Okay, I got all the mains coming in, plugging into the main power switch there. This is where the power plug is. I thought I needed a 5-volt regulator, but no, I did not I did not need it. Just for the simple fact is the strip lighting that I have in the model takes 12 volts to light up. So putting that on was sucking up too much juice and nothing would light up. Until I disconnected it, just going straight to the switch and just raw power in. And this is what the result is. Okay, so main power on. Woohoo! Looks good. Yeah, let's turn the rest of the lights off here. Oh, mama. So I'm going to have the putty all around the edges here so you won't see the light coming through that. But damn. Looking mighty fine. Good. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, for some reason I wasn't able to get the warp grills to light up, but then I realized the positive and negatives here were switched backwards, so I put them in the right configuration. Now let's do a quick light test. Okay, power on. Now this is the switch here for the warp grills. Woo, yeah! That one's on, that one's on. Nice! As all the angels sing. This baby is all but done, except for the Arduino, and I should be finishing off getting that programmed tomorrow. And then I can install that. So I figure I'm going to I'll cut these ribs out here and have the circuit board in here with the Arduino. Probably have the speaker system over here because that's the only place I can put the speaker for the phasers and torpedo sound effects. And these here are the switches for the phasers and torpedoes here. I'm going to remove that. Don't need that. It's a moot subject. But then yeah, that's it. That's all that's left to do on this model, and it is done. And you see I got the putty on there around the edges there. I gotta let that dry now, and then I can sculpt it afterwards. And you can see the light is not coming through. A little bit up there. I have to add some putty. But yeah. Other than that, this baby is sexy. I can hardly wait to build my own. Okay, everyone. Then waiting for this little unit to come in for the audio card here for the sound effects. I'm gonna try this out, make sure everything's working. And that's how it's going to start when you first turn it on. I got two little switches here, or buttons, for the phasers and torpedoes. And torpedoes. Woohoo! Everything's working exactly the way it's supposed to, which is nice. Now I got this board here onto this. So I got the Arduino. Should probably go right about here. Get this little audio unit probably in around here. The speaker will be in a different part of the stand. And then, let's see, what do we got here? The switches, well, that are on the stand. Okay. Basically, all that's really neat is just all the different wiring here has to be put on here. Not this, obviously, that kind of wiring, but since I'm not an electronics whiz, that's going to be the hard part for me. My friend, who is an electronics whiz, programmed the Arduino here for me. So I took photos of everything here, where what connects to what, where. So when I start wiring it up on the circuit board, hopefully I won't get too messed up. Okay. I think I got enough pictures there anyway. So I'm going to get the display base. I'm going to find out exactly the shape I need this to be in, cut it out, and then get the primary sections in place first, and then start the wiring underneath of it all together. Okay, so I got that. It looks good. So it'll be down in here. So I made it rounded to go with the base. So I'm going to chop these down just a little bit. And put the speaker over here. So probably right around here, like that. Something like that. Go just like that. Okay, there we go. Looks not too bad. So I gotta fit quite nicely, quite snugly there. It's good. Okay, so just gotta solder all those pins in place now and use that as a guide to follow for wiring it up. Okay, I'm going to start with this here, the diagram here for this unit. So I'm just going to get the wires for it and then go from there. You can see for the positive, for the power, comes from the Arduino to VCC, which is the pin right on the end here. And I have to have some resistors here, which I got on the board. And resistor 1K goes to the ground, which is over here. The very last thing I'm going to do is hook up the speaker, the very last. Okay, so I got these photos here that I took of the unit. As well. So you see we got the two resistors here. So this in here is the 1K. One end goes to the ground. And these two ends get connected together, going to the same pin, which is RX, which is right over here. And then the other end of this resistor, these rows here, goes over to number 2. Well, I'll get to that after. Right now I just want to worry about getting this rehooked up here. So far so good. It's coming along. Looking pretty good so far. So I got all of this done. I got it connected up to the Arduino. Now basically I just got to run lines. That'll be going to all the different lights and to the switches, and that should be it. Okay, I think I got it all hooked up here now. So I got a 100 ohm K resistor here, 100. Now we got these two are purples are for the torpedoes. Yellow is for the phaser flasher, the brown one, and this green one is a flasher. I can't remember which one is the fast and slow, but I'll find it for the navigation lights. The ground, where all the LEDs tie into the negatives, the grounds go here, and the rest go into there. I think we're ready to hook it up. Yeah, no, we're not. Still got to do the wiring here for the two push switches, the plunger switches. So you see here, when you get these two tied in together, then they go over to where this resistor is tied in, which is over here to D13 on the Arduino. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the resistors for those up here, and then have the separate wires coming out here to go to the plunger switches after that. Well, everyone, we have reached the end of the build. I got the Arduino in place. Looks really good. Use the breadboard there to go by to put everything in place. At the 12 volt 1 amp power source, goes in the plug. Turn on the main power. And then torpedoes firing. Turn it around here so you can see the phasers as they fire. Oops, wrong button. also has the ability to shut the warp engines off. It's good. Very nice. She's done, boys and girls. Well, this build was fun to do. Hope my client will really like the ship. I know I do. It was fun to do. So, and I'll see you all guys later in the next build. So stay tuned for that. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. Please check out my website, www.epyc.models.com. See you all again later. Bye-bye.